Historian Rosalind McKittrick, in her book The Frankish Kingdoms in the Ninth Century, analyzes the political fallout from the ransom payment. The payment of a large ransom to the Vikings in 886 damaged Charles the Fat's reputation and contributed to his downfall. It was seen as a sign of weakness and incompetence, and it fueled discontent among the Frankish nobility. Charles' decision to pay the ransom was met with criticism from many quarters. Some saw it as a betrayal of the Parisians who had bravely defended the city. Others viewed it as a sign of Charles' lack of resolve and his inability to provide effective leadership. The Annal Fuldenses captures this sentiment. Many criticized the king for his weakness in dealing with the Northmen, saying that he should have fought them rather than pay their tribute. The discontent with Charles' leadership grew, and within a year he was deposed by the Frankish nobility. The kingdom was plunged into further political turmoil, with various factions vying for power. The Gesta non Manorum Ducum by William of Unier, written a century later, offers a retrospective view of the events. He writes, "The king, having lost the support of his people, was unable to resist the rebellion of the nobility. He was deposed and died shortly thereafter, leaving the kingdom in a state of chaos." The aftermath of the siege of Paris was a period of uncertainty and instability. The Vikings, though they had been paid off, remained a threat. The Frankish kingdom, weakened by internal divisions and a lack of strong leadership, was vulnerable to further Viking incursions. However, the siege also had some positive consequences. It demonstrated the resilience of the Parisians and their ability to resist Viking aggression. It also highlighted the strategic importance of Paris and the need for strong defenses to protect the city from future attacks. The Annals Svedastini offers a glimpse into the Viking perspective. The Northmen, having received a large sum of silver and other treasures, departed from Paris, rejoicing in their spoils. This brief entry suggests that the Vikings were quite satisfied with the outcome. They had achieved their primary objective, acquiring wealth, without suffering a decisive military defeat. But what did they do with this newfound wealth? Historian Peter Sawyer, in his book The Age of the Vikings, sheds light on how Vikings typically used their plunder. Viking raiders often used their plunder to enhance their status and power back home. They might invest in land, build grander houses, or distribute wealth to their followers to maintain loyalty. The ransom from Paris likely fueled further Viking expeditions and strengthened the position of Viking leaders within their own communities. It also likely stimulated trade and economic activity in Scandinavia. In his article, The Economic Impact of Viking Raids, historian Richard Hodges argues the influx of wealth from raids and trade had a significant impact on the Scandinavian economy. It stimulated the development of craft production, trade networks in urban centers.